Daily Broadside, day 442. With a Bo Seafer sticker on his 442. He'd light him up just for fun. I've had two people in the last 3 miles give me the thumbs up on my car. All right, one was this lady in a Maserati. And I want to be like, pretty Maserati, but God, wait till those things break, because they are not very reliable. Anyway, beautiful car though. And I like the Trident logo. It's pretty cool, as car logos go. The second one, I'm pumping gas, right? I'm up here at the gas station and I get out and I've got my radio turned up just enough to where I can continue the conversation on talk radio that I was listening to. And I'm pumping and whatnot. And by the way, premium is now more than diesel. So suck it, government. But anyway, I'm sitting there pumping gas and I don't have my radio like crazy loud, but loud enough where I can hear it. And I can't really hear what's going on around me like 20 feet away. This dude pulls up in a silver Camry and I watch him because he's getting out with a cane. It's taking him forever to stand up and I'm just standing there watching him. And all of a sudden, he's turned sideways to stand up, and so he sees me and gives me the thumbs up, and he's got this real thick New York accent from what I could tell. And he's like, man, I like your car, and gives me a thumbs up, and I'm like, all right, cool, you know, and I was like, appreciate it. And he starts talking for, had to be 2 minutes straight. And I have no idea what he said because I could just hear that he was talking. I couldn't really pick up. I could pick up the fact that I think he said something about somebody he knew once had a Corvette. That's about all I got. And I'm sitting there over there going, please don't ask me any questions because I'm on the other side of the fuel pump. And so it's difficult for me to step over it because the door's in the way and also I can't reach in and easily turn down the volume. And I'm trying my best to tune out the radio and listen to him and it's not working. And finally he just gives me another thumbs up and goes on inside. And I'm like, golly, that's a little weird. I went to the zoo yesterday with my son. And I have the privilege of living near the largest zoo in the world that has like natural habitats. In fact, it occurred to me a little while back, about a year or so ago, that I've never been to like a regular zoo like Washington or San Diego or Louisville. I've never been to like a normal city zoo where they're like in like 10 by 10 pens and you can see everything. The one in Asheboro, North Carolina, which is, by the way, one of the only 2 state supported. There's one in Minnesota as well. The government supported, state supported rather. I'm sure there's tons of municipal ones, but state-supported zoos. And they've done a great job. I mean, it's like 2,000 acres, not all of which is a zoo, but it's a lot of walking, right? I mean, it's a 4 or 5 mile day, right? And you see all walks of life at the zoo, right? A lot of which have never walked 4 or 5 miles. And you can pick out, like, she ain't gonna make it. She gonna be on a tram or a bench very, very quickly. You know, because it's just not, it's uphill and downhill and uphill and downhill, and you know, it's you know, whatever. But here's what I decided yesterday, and it was a nice day. It was overcast, a little bit of a rain spritz at times in the morning, but we were there for about 2 or 3 hours, and I gotta tell you, I feel like I could open up a zoo with just land, you know, just build some places that like some habitats for animals and make it to where there's places for them to hide, and then never buy an animal at all. And then when the people come up, because what's the first thing you do when you get to a zoo? You got to walk up and you're like, all right, where's the animal? What are we looking for? What's a black skink look like? You know, like, oh, there it is. You know, it's like this big, hiding on a log, and it's blended in because these camouflage. They ought to have like some kind of like homing beacon. Like all the animals should wear, like the little ones that camouflage and everything. They should wear like a little backpack with like a little glowing you know, orb on their back or something, so you can instantly go, oh, there it is right there, I see the whatever. And because you can't find them half the time, and sometimes they make these stupid enclosures to where, oh, it's the wild boars, and oh yeah, they're tucked away, but I can't see anything. They're obviously over there napping, but they're behind a boulder, a fake boulder, and you can't see them. Like, you know, they should push them to the front so you can at least look at the animal. So I feel like you could buy a zoo or build a zoo and then just have a zookeeper standing out there, and they're like, oh, where's the zebra? And like, oh, they're you know, foraging for grasses in the savannah on the other side of the ridge there. And you're like, and people would just be like, oh, okay. And they'd read a little, they see a sign about it, read that, you know, zebras have stripes, and then they can go on to the next one. No one would ever care because I didn't get to see the giraffe, ostrich, and zebra, for example, none of those were in their enclosure. And this enclosure is like a few acres big. It's quite large, right? And I was going to feed the giraffes. It's like $2 extra, but I didn't get to. Anyway, but yeah, it's rather annoying. And then when you look at the fact that like lions sleep like 20 hours a day, all these animals do is just lay there. You know, the otters. I mean, not the otters, but the sea lions. I don't know what the difference is. I think one might be bigger, but they're always swimming. But I mean, unless you like looking at a gray torpedo just swimming upside down in circles, okay. Polar bear just doing laps. Normally they're not doing much. You know, the bees are very interesting, but I could go see that at the house, you know. What else? The monkeys. The gorillas are always entertaining, and the chimps are usually entertaining. There's like 15 chimps there, but I don't know, man. It's just like, I don't get anything. I guess once you've seen the allure of, ooh, an elephant, they're so big, but then it's just sitting there eating hay. You know, I don't know what the attraction of a zoo is, really. Once you've gotten past the sticker shock of seeing, you know, a rhinoceros, like, dang, those things are bigger than I thought, you know, but so I don't get it, man. And then you got, like, you hear the dumbest conversations on planet Earth. I love to people watch and people listen to. And like I said, it's very hilly there. I mean, you'll go 10,000 steps without even trying at that zoo. And you hear, this is some of the stuff I heard yesterday, like, I tell you what makes the walking so difficult is the incline. And I'm like, God bless. You think the uphill is what makes it hard and supposed to, people are just dumb. And then they're talking to their kids. They're like, oh, they got like a 5-year-old, and they're like, look, yeah, he's sleeping. And I'm like, how stupid is your child? They can't tell that lemur's sleeping. Of course he's sleeping. Everybody knows what sleep looks like. You sit there and with your eyes closed and are resting. In fact, you can roll the dice. I mean, they're always sleeping. That's all they damn do. You know, it's a sleeping zoo. That's what it is. And so I don't think I'm going to go there again until they're supposed to be, they're building like Asia. So they've got a Komodo dragon coming and a tiger. And I don't know if I've ever seen a tiger in real life. If I have, I don't know where it would have been. But I've never seen a Komodo dragon. And I'm going to bring like baby goats and just toss them in, because those things are wicked.